Almost punched my son in his esophagus. I ain't lying. I almost punched him in his esophagus, honey. Oh, come up in here. You can't get mad at me because you didn't comprehend what the fuck I said. Uh-oh, I'm tripping. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Have and have nots. I had, child, if y'all knew what I go through sometimes, you really would appreciate it. This is the one I can't cuss on. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nico, and we're going to be talking the have and the have-nots. This is season 4, episode 10, entitled "Beg for What You Need." And child, I love me some have and have-nots. I ain't gonna even get. I'm gonna have to, but y'all know this the one I don't cuss on. This the one that if I can make it through a season, I know that I can make it through seasons with other ones. You know how, I explain that later. Because I got a lot to talk about, and I don't want it to be too long, and people don't watch the whole review. Cause, child, most of the time, if you don't stay to the end, you miss when I really go in. But anyway, we start off with Jeffrey and Justin still at Candace's house, child. They still down there at Candace's house, and she finally bring her butt home, and she looking like, what's going on here? And Justin, he done had his teeth clocked by Jeffrey moments earlier, so he really ready for he need him an exit plan, and she's a good exit way to get up out of there. Holler at her and get on, because that's really the reason why you supposed to be in her house. He told her, do you know Aquita Maxwell? Because she had broken in. And Candace was looking like she wanted to say no, but Jeffrey chimed in with a yes. Yeah, you know her, and you forgot to give her your keys, right? And Candace realized what was going on, so she said yes. And Justin ran on out of there because Jeffrey had clocked that tea, like I said. And but Candace did notice that that pants was unzipped, and she asked him why, how come that was like that, and I want to know too, Jeffrey. Well, last time I seen it, what you done did, child? You was in that clocking that man tea and do it what else, child? So Candace wants to know what's the tea, and Jeffrey tells her that he knows about Quincy being Quita's brother, and she looking for him. He also told her that the girl, the cop is creepy, and he ain't tried to hit on him. Now Candace, the wheels in her head went to turning, child. The wheels in her head went to twirling round and round, honey, because she thinking to herself, okay, we gonna be able to use that. We gonna use that, okay? That's what we gonna do, Jeffrey. We're going to use that to our advantage. We're going to use him to get whatever information we need, you know. And Jeffrey, he put a gun to my head. And Candace say, welcome to the big leagues, baby. That's your first time? Child, welcome to the big leagues, okay? Now you see Jeffrey getting her phone, looking for his keys. It's some kind of app where he can find his keys. Okay, as he's searching for keys, in comes Miss Erica. At this point, I'm still cool with Erica, because I'm thinking, okay, this her good girlfriend, and this girl's gonna have her back, you know, kind of like how I feel about my relationship with Sean. You know, we could be going through some things, you know, he could be going through something, and it's like as if it's really me going through it too, because I be feeling his pain, and you know, vice versa sometimes, depending on what it is. When it's female issues, he totally out the loop. He just let me nut up and say what I got to say. He just sit there quietly and listen, and I know he be looking like, ooh, I wish this whole okay, this the one on cuss on. But anyway, let me get back on track. Jeffrey looking for them keys, and like I said, old girl come in, and as she come in, Jeffrey come back in there talking about he need a shovel, child. She done looked Jeffrey up and down and seen that she like what she see, but Candace had to tell her, stop, pause, don't do it, girl. He don't play on our team. Old girl talking about, well, if you ever want to try, I ain't mad at you, girl, because after I seen him on the Tony Braxton biopic, honey, I know that's right, girl. Whew. Yes, God. Okay. Anyway, he talking about he need the keys. Child, he gonna take a little piece of hoe. Yeah, y'all gardeners know green thumbs. They know what I'm talking about. But he picked up the hoe and started trying to dig under the little pile. Now I don't know, some kind of way Erica winds up leaving, because I don't think Candace want her to know too much about this situation here. But she go out there and she like, Jeffrey, what are you doing? My keys. They say my keys under this pile. She looking like, child, maybe you should call a locksmith. Jeffrey don't want to call no locksmith because he wants to keep digging for damn keys, okay? So she get on that phone with Benny and ask Benny, did you see some keys? He said, yeah, I put them down there with him. Child, just disrespectful to the dead. Now, I know Quincy was some mug. I know he was. He caused a lot of havoc, made him and Charlie burnt down. He the reason why Hannah's house burnt down, so he wrong for that. But he is dead. Can we please have a moment of silence for the dead and some respect? Ooh, I can't cuss. Okay. Anyhow, she got that phone telling him, child, you call and lock some, get you some new keys, Jeffrey. He still ain't got what the girl trying to tell him. Now, he had already asked her how she moved that body. I swear he be acting like David. I swear he be acting like, he like a young David sometimes. And everybody that see him be wanting to holler at him. So he is a young David. But child, she probably had to tell him the keys down there with him. And she talking about who? He talking about who? Who was dead, Jeffrey? Who we killed? Child, he gets to jumping up out the spot like Quincy gonna reach his hands up or something like that. Child, he had like this was, I don't know, he had like some carrot type of stuff. Like he gonna, talking about why you put him there. Where else was she gonna put him, Jeff? Please explain to me where she was gonna put that dead ass body when that road to the nose, the neighbors crossed them streets watching everything with a camera pointed at that woman's house. Ooh. Now, Tyler, I like your writing, but some of this stuff be getting a little ridiculous. I'm telling you, the shit is getting ridiculous. Now, you see Hannah over there doing a house search at these people's house, baby. Now, Phaedra said Apollo with the couch cushions. That wasn't Apollo. I mean, Todd. Phaedra said Todd was in them couch cushions trying to get some change. That wasn't no Todd. That was Hannah. She was over here doing it. Hannah was in them couch cushions, shoe boxes, old purses, drawers, everything. Hannah done found her $900 and something, baby. And she done told Catherine, look at girl, I found this and you owe me another 600 plus, but I got this for now to roll out on. Now, I'm kind of, I'm a little confused. Now, I admit my kids be finding change. Cause I'm a careless bitch sometimes, and I be switching bags out. If I change my look, like especially on the weekend or non-work days, I may change my looks 2 to 3 times that day. That's just the girly girl in me. I like to, I like to, I like to be what I'm feeling like. If I'm feeling, I can't cuss on there. I gotta say this word. If I'm feeling all slutty, I might come out with one of my long coifs and switch up my outfit. And of course, if you switch your outfit up, you're liable to have to go to the store or somewhere, girl. So you gotta switch the bag. So I be like, that's what I do throughout the day. But child, and in doing that, I do lose change a lot of times. And then sometimes I'll be laying on the couch being lazy, and one of my kids will come in the house and might say, well, mama, here your change back from something, or, they owe me a couple dollars. They come to pay me, and I throw it under the couch, and I don't pay it no mind. I'm laying there. When I get up, I don't forgot they gave it to me. So it's real possible you can find quite a bit of money in a person's house. But my thing is, when my children ain't crazy, they not gonna come and say, here the money, mama, I found that you left under the couch. They gonna keep that to themselves, because they know if they tell me they found my coins and I feel like they trying to keep them, then we gonna have a situation, problem, and everything else up in here. It's gonna be some furniture moving. If I feel like you trying to get me. But Catherine ain't even care. Catherine did not care about that money. Her concern is Hannah's her only friend. She don't want her to leave. Oh, y'all, that scene, I ain't gonna lie. I felt some kind of way. I felt so bad for her, because Hannah her real friend. Catherine said, my husband don't love me, my kids don't love me, even my mama don't love me. Hannah all she got in this world, And Hannah say, but girl, I ain't for sale, honey. Okay, I ain't for sale. And Catherine said, yeah, not like your daughter. And Hannah wanted to know what my daughter got to do with this, and that's when Catherine informed her that Jim wired $7.4 million to the candy factory, aka Candace. Now Hannah know where all these coins that Candace been had is coming from. Okay. Well, Hannah tell her, well, okay then, girl, whatever, deuces. And, of course, Catherine is begging. She's pleading for her not to leave. And Hannah said, I got to go check on my grandson. Now, maybe it's just the softy in me that like to try to give people a second chance. But let's just be real, y'all. Catherine ain't the worst on this show. Really, Veronica is followed up closely by Candace. Jim be stunned like his daddy. He'll do a little something, but he ain't doing a whole lot. But I honestly felt like in that moment, Hannah will eventually return to Catherine, but she hurt. Child, my son almost died behind y'all lie, and you didn't even care enough to tell me. I understand that's your son, but that was my son who almost lost his life. So in that moment, I understand. But she didn't say she wasn't going to never come back. She just said, I got to go check on my grandson. So we hope that somewhere along the way before this series ends, that Hannah and Catherine is able to repair their relationship. If my situation was ever like that, I would do that. I would want to, work it out like that, okay? Anyway, Wyatt over there at the surrounding child, he turned all the way up. He got a room full of people. Probably he don't even know. I don't know what it is about these damn them cocaine users. Now you don't be really want to share it with everybody. Now it's a social drug. I admit it's a social drug, but sometimes, like when you down to your last little blunt and it might be a skimpy blunt, you don't want company with that. Girl, you want to save that to yourself. But something about that cocaine, they could be having one line and 18 people go hit it at least one time. One line, 18 people, everybody get a snort. That's just how it is. Well, that's what he got going on. And child, he is really doing it up. I'm talking about he doing it well. At least that's what he think, okay? Now, when Veronica went round to the back of the police station when she was released, looking all natural and lovely, she pulled some kind of strings, I'm assuming, because it's either that or remember that cop Candace did tell Justin that she knew Quita and Quita was supposed to be there. So either Veronica pulled some strings or else she really, the cop had made it there and had told them what happened, so they was released with no charges because it wasn't nothing she was doing wrong, okay? But she stopped her, and she texts her. She let her window down and she asked her what was she saying. And Quita, yeah, I can't stand. I don't dislike this woman. I just dislike her acting ability. She ain't got it, girl. She ain't got it at all. I told you she be acting like she got a little touch of crackhead movement tendencies. I caught myself. I ain't make nobody mad. I didn't offend. I did not say it. I said crackhead movement tendencies. That's what it is. That's what we gonna call it. Okay. Now, she go into character, child. Talking about he put a hit out on you. Just like a crackhead child. He put a hit out on you. You better not go home. One of our boys is at your house right now, sitting there waiting on the first person to come through that door. So you better not go home. She said, how do you know this? She said, because they hired one of my boys. Your husband did. Now, girl, see, you done started something already again. Now, she already feel like David didn't try to help her get out of jail, so she in her feelings about that. Now, you done put her back in her feelings even more so. And when this heifer gets in her feelings, things go bad. But this girl done told her that David put a hit out on her. Now you done stirred the pot up real bad, girl. I don't know why you did that, but you did that, okay? She tell Quita to go home, and she gonna contact her later. Quitta was like, no, she asked her, she said, are you still living in them same projects I got Quincy from? She said, yeah. She said, go home, I'm gonna call you later. Quitta was like, you ain't gonna give me a ride? Veronica said, hell no. Child, that was funny to me, I ain't gonna lie. I could see me doing that, especially if I'm mad. But, I was thinking, now girl, you ain't even get a girl a bus fare. She just saved your life. You won't even get a girl a bus fare, Veronica. You a cold one. Child, that's a cold cookie there. Oh, I forgot doing that scene. She did ask her, did she know Candace's address? And the girl said yes, and she had been over there. And she feels that Candace and her son Jeffrey had something to do with the disappearance of her brother, because it was blood on Candace's floor, and it looked like somebody had tried to, well, it was blood on her brother's phone, and it looked like somebody had tried to clean up something off of her floor because it's discolored and stuff. And she's saying your son was driving my car, and that's I don't understand how that happened, because my brother had my car. That's when she told her to go home and gave her that good little, she shaded the hell out of her and drove off on her. Now, we see the bank over at Catherine's house. He is nervous, sweating bullets. That man looked like he was sweating for real, in real life, child. I don't know if he was. Ooh, my feet falling asleep because I'm recording back to back, child. And so I'm sitting here for quite some time. Might have to stand up on a piece. But anyway, he there telling her that the DA made him release Wyatt inheritance, and he done put the money in some offshore account so they can't trace the money. He talking about the taxes is due on the money, so they need to transfer some money. He said the lawyer said, she said, well, just transfer that. He said, oh, now the lawyer say we need to wire about $30 million into a separate account to cover the taxes and possible lawsuits. Catherine was saying she don't foresee any lawsuits, girl. Don't foresee that, Catherine. But he said, the lawyer said, just do it just in case. So she agrees, and that money, I don't know. That's the kind of money I don't never want to have, because, girl, it causes a lot of problems, I'm telling you. I tell you. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, during that scene when Hannah and Catherine was talking after she had found the money out the couch pillows and stuff, she was in there begging Hannah not to leave. Hannah hit her with an epic read, child. I'm talking about an epic biblical read, child. Straight out the book of her mind. Child, chapter 1, verse 1. Girl, Hannah says, see, that's the problem with you rich people. Y'all can buy anything you want, but you got to beg for everything you need. I said, yes, God, girl. And I don't never want to know that kind of money, honey. I be over here struggling sometime, and I ain't even no millionaire, child. I be a child most time. Well, hell, in this economy, the last year, I done been 100 there, but I'm usually 1,000 there, and I be struggling. So I know the struggle is truly real. It is, child. It really is. Now, let's go over to the tow yard. And Mitch done brought up this damn picture out the paper of Benny in the passionate throes with old Veronica, and asked him, say, look, man, look. Is this why this man came here? Is this why our business is faltering now? This man wants you to talk to him about what happened with his wife. Bennett's still trying to be private, talking about now. He need to address his wife. Miss said, well, you need to drop that pride, my nigga, and you need to call him, because what you failing to do is affecting our coins. Child, as he's saying that, here come Miss Candace coming up in there. Her and Mitch have a little cordial hello, and he gone about his business. She get to asking him, has he seen War? He said, yeah, I seen War. He come through here every day. I'm trying to get him to go in the business with me. Candace said, nah, don't do that. Child, as she said that, it's like War was sitting in the background, in the back room somewhere, just waiting on his cue to come out, because he came right on out and said, why? Why you say that? Now, Benny, you slow. You don't notice the tension, and I'm telling you that sometimes them light skin, some of them are just for viewing purposes, ladies. Do not have high expectations. Some of these light skin, handsome, cute little ones, they is just for show, baby. They don't have nothing up in their brain, and Benny is, I'm certain, one of them. He ain't noticing nothing. He gonna tell, War gonna tell her come get him a hug. Of course she gonna go on over there and do it, but it's tense. Why he hugging her? He telling her, bitch, don't try it. Now, you know after he said that, she had that look on her face. Benny done missed all of that. Child water and gangster walked right on up out of there on them, told him, holler at you later. Candace then wants to try to play him and ask him about mortgaging her house, his house, and the business. He nutted up. He nutted up like, girl, I ain't here for that. Don't start that. What is going on? Why you coming to me like that? She gonna try to tell him that it was a business venture that she was thinking about getting involved in, and she changed her mind. Ben ain't stupid. He know his sister. Girl, I ain't trying to hit it. Ain't about no business venture. What's going on? Who did it? Because whoever did it, I'm gonna kill him. And she know that he's serious because, like I told y'all, after that them surgeries and being up in that hospital, baby, Ben ain't working with a full deck. Now, he might be stupid, but he'll fight. And he'll do some stupid stuff while he fight. So then she gonna try to calm him down by busting out laughing because he had told her to get out. You don't want to tell me what's going on? You gonna come over here asking me this crazy stuff? Girl, get up out of here. She gonna tell him, I'm just playing, Benny. It wasn't that serious. It was just a joke. He said, don't play with me like that. Don't ever make jokes like that with me, honey, about my corn like that. My business, don't do that. That's my place to stay in. My bread and butter. Is you out your mind? Don't play like that. So she had to flip it on over there to talk about this lawyer that she done went and seen and gave him a synopsis of what's going on. She saying that lawyer say he can get up to $10 million if he sue the Criers. And right now, with them having so many legal issues, they probably, it would be a good time to do it. Benny say they paid my medical bills. I'm straight. I'm gonna leave that alone. She ain't trying to hear that. She want him to get that money. She gonna tell him, let me take you to lunch. And child, I don't see them at no lunch. I seen them in a lawyer's office with a lawyer who looked like he kind of one of them well-to-do lawyers, but he do get grimy. He look like a male version of Annalise Keaton. And he in there saying that with all the legal problems that the Criers are currently having, they would settle out of court easily. But if she could get the grandfather and the mother of the girl that was killed in on this deal, it would be a no-brainer. They could easily come out of this thing looking real, real good. Benny say, I ain't even agreed to it yet. Candace looked over at him and said, oh, but he will. She said, he told her, he said, the way you put this together, you ought to be a lawyer. She said, in 2 years I will be. He said, come holler at me. Old girl says she gonna get on the phone with their granddaddy and she gonna set up a meeting. They can meet over at her house to have dinner and discuss what they gonna do. And Benny will be in attendance because she say he gonna do it. He gonna do it. She certain of herself. He gonna do it. Now let's go back down to the Sarandon Hotel, back to the crackhead. Whiteout. Wyatt done decided he gonna not only snort the dope, he gonna inject the dope. And child, you hit that stuff, as soon as that stuff hit his damn vein, you seen him beginning to have blurred vision and he passed out. Meanwhile, in the meantime, in between time, DA girl is on the phone calling him and he ain't answering. She is panicking now and telling her assistant to get a warrant to track his phone. Child, see, everybody can't take the money and know how to use it well. Told you. His mama and them tried to tell you too. Catherine go down there to the FEMA jail. Shout out to Random TV Reviews. That's their little slogan for what this jailhouse looks like, and I have to agree with them. But she go down to the FEMA jail, and Jim trying to be nice, saying that she look nice. Catherine say that because when you be nice to me, nice means you're nervous, and I need you to be an asshole right now, Jim. She asked him, did the lawyer contact you? And he said yes. He said about some possible lawsuits. She said that figures. I knew he'd leave it up to me to tell you. Now Jim wants to know what's going on, and Catherine got to tell him that Jennifer done let Wyatt get his release, get his inheritance released to him, and after TOP they know that is a horrible, terrible, horrible thing to do because Wyatt is going to kill himself, and that's what he tell her. She said, you think I don't know that? He said, you need to get hold of the DA and remind her why your name is Catherine Hargrove Crier. She said, own it, and walked out of there like a boss, and I was not mad at her. Give it to her, Catherine. Girl, you better. Next, you got David jumping up in the DA office asking for his wife's address. He already been down there to that booking party and they didn't have no address on her. So he in Jenny's office trying to shake her up and shake her down. She ain't trying to hit it. Let me go. I don't know where your wife stay at. Why you don't know? Matter of fact, why don't you go ask Maggie today? He like, what are you talking about? She said, oh, you got time for Maggie, but you ain't got time for me. He told her, girl, I ain't got time for this right now. I don't have time for this Jennifer right now. She's like, oh, okay, well, whatever. He said, well, at least let me go see Jim Cryer. She said, oh, no, hell to no. She said, no. And he kept begging her. Next thing we know, he done grabbed her up, child. He grabbed her up by her arm and gave her that deep, buried white voice, child. Please, Jennifer. Child, she's like, 5 minutes. I said, I know that's right. Child, he made you melt, didn't he? Yeah. Child. So, he gonna get to go see him. Child, she gave him, that man, all he had to do, what is it with David? I really want to know. I know my review is almost 30 minutes. Y'all who rock with me on this show know I talk and I give you a thorough review. So take this, I might be gone 6-7 days, child. Take this as a blessing. But, child, I would love to know what David is working with because he got these women going crazy and he ain't touched but 2 of them now. But all 3 of them is, child, that, I could say a whole lot. But the God in me ain't gonna let me act like that. Get deep behind me, Satan. I ain't finna say it. Veronica is seen next at her house. She pulls up outside. She done changed clothes, still rocking her natural. She ain't going in that house because she done pulled her little mini iPad out and she see the person inside in there through her alarm system set up in her house. He got a ski mask on. He just standing there waiting. So Veronica know that what Quita said is true. Veronica gets on their phone and calls Maggie, telling Maggie, thank you, girl. Thank you for having the courage to do what I couldn't do because I knew my marriage was over, but I would like to sit down and have a conversation with you about David, okay? I'm out running some errands right now, but can you meet me at my house in a couple of hours? And Maggie Gullible Day is going to go into that house, and that is why Veronica is setting her up. She think David done tried to put a hit out on her. Well, he ain't gonna kill me. He gonna kill the woman she think that he's messing around with, but he really ain't. He just pinged her down in a moment of hate against her one time. In the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your time.